With the way the Jets have been, almost like the grandstanding, the grandeur. We have Aaron Rodgers, the big guy he's Mr. New York now, and all this hype. Doesn't it kind of sound similar to how, and especially with a front office that, like you said, with Bryce Huff, all that stuff, kind of a bit of a dysfunctional front office, maybe hush-hush. Doesn't it kind of remind everybody, especially more recent times with the Lakers right now, especially, front office being a bit crazy and, all this hype and they don't deliver?
I'd say VJ, you go ahead, go first.
The only comparison is not bad. I don't not like the comparison, but the Lakers can get away with it because they have, 16, 17, what is it, 16?
That's fair. They got
banners
more,
hanging. The Jets haven't won anything, I believe, since, 1969?
Right.
Is that the Joe Namath year? Yeah, so it's, and it's just been, it's been bad for so many years. You had a Rex Ryan run, you had a Bill Parcells run. But other than that, and you're right, it's always, I remember when Mark Sanchez got there, he was going to change the Jets. And I come from Ken O'Brien, bro. I come from Boomer Esiason. I've seen him throwing the Al Toon back in those days where they had, once again, talent and just could never, it feels like it's always been the front office. The Lakers can escape it, though, because they can always just tilt their head back and look up, bro. And there are so many banners.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And they can never be taken away.
That's
so
true.
The Lakers are one of the most successful franchises in NBA history.
Yeah, in sports history.
That's true.
But then you got to you can't have the conversation. Because, if the Charlotte Hornets, for some reason, were doing the exact same thing that the Lakers were doing with drafting, let's say Steph Curry went to Charlotte, and then they drafted Seth Curry's hypothetical son, who played, 1 year in college basketball and, only played half the season, so on and so forth. Nobody would be talking about
that's true.
How does this team win a championship like this?
Yeah,
it's like nobody, because the expectations aren't there. The Jets haven't even been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's
Joe Namath
since Super Bowl III.
Right. I think I was just going along more like just the whole circus because, New York is pretty much like New York and LA are like two sides of the same coin. West on the west and then east, it's pretty much similar-ish.
But Aaron Rodgers brought that, though. That's the problem.
That's
New York
true.
is New York, right? All right, so the Big
true.
Apple is the Big Apple. Gotham City's Gotham City.
Right.
But Aaron Rodgers brought the circus to the Jets. The Jets are going to get talked about because it's New York,
of course. Yeah,
but the Giants get talked about. But they don't have a circus guy. They don't have a guy. And when they had Odell Beckham Jr., what was the problem? Right,
Odell Beckham.
Exactly. The guy that's got to be the
right.
show. Yeah, the guy that's got to be the show. You better win a lot. In pro sports, you better win a lot if you gotta be the show. If you become the show organically, then that's different. But when you gotta be the guy, and like Martin has said, and I've said, and I've defended the dark retreat, but now you're starting to see just other stuff.
Yeah,
I just wonder, are you focused on what you really need to be focused on? Because why are you sitting on Pat McAfee every Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it is? It's like, bro, you can do that when you're done. You really can do that when you retired. Some network's going to pay him a lot of money if Aaron Rodgers wants to go sit and talk on TV for a living. We see what Tom Brady's getting, right? Here at the illustrious Fox Sports, right? So he can do that. Doing it when you're with the team that's been bad for so long and you were supposed to be the linchpin to finally pull it all together.
Break the curse, yeah.
You don't look like you're all in. I've been saying this since the minute they signed him. I'm saying, bro, he's not. When he walked off that field with Cobb and made sure the camera saw them with their arm around each other and looking up and, the walk off at a Lambeau, I said, yeah, he'll play still. But right here and there, it's not there. It's not there anymore.
I actually think he's probably cost himself some money. I don't know if that's true anymore. Where you say that Aaron Rodgers
can go in different avenues, so not just sports. So if he wants to do politics, with his type of conspiracy, but with his type of conspiracy theories, like the way he thinks that there's 30 networks out there that put people like that up there to talk for a living.
There is a
It
network
doesn't have
for
to
that,
be sports. Aaron Rodgers will be on television for the rest of our life. We will always see. He's not going to go away. So that's what he brought to New York that, in my opinion, they didn't need. It was like Zach Wilson. Not only could he not play, he bought a circus with him. And that was just New York done. You don't need that. You're already in New York. And then the Jets definitely don't need it. So that's the thing. LA needs it. They need drama.
Yeah, that's true.
It's LA. You got to compete. Look what you got out here. SC, Kings, Dodgers, UCLA, red carpets. This guy's at movie
Hollywood,
premieres
yeah,
in
right.
Hollywood. This guy's at movie premieres and private screenings, award shows. Like, there's a lot to compete with in Los Angeles. The Lakers got to stay. They got to stay relevant. Shaq was famous for saying, I would keep things going. I would just say something just to get the press to react. Just so, Kobe would say something, then Phil would say something. I'm a master marketer. Like, he knew what he was doing out here. And guess what we talked about every day while they played together? Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, Kobe. Big Shaq, just Kobe.
Leave that one to me.
I don't know. I think
leave that one. Don't say I don't know. Just tell him no. Just tell him no.
Come on, Martin.
Just tell. Listen, bro.
Martin.
Step too far, Pat.
Thank you. For once, bro, just be with me. Just tell him no. But
DJ, are you crazy?
Yes. But just the Jets, once again, I like some of their weapons. I really do. They got some really good. Garrett Wilson's a legit NFL receiver.
Garrett Wilson is, but their Jets are old.
Yes.
Like they're old. Yeah, they are. Keenan Allen. I'm sorry, not Keenan Allen. Mike Williams went over there.
Yep.
Old. Right?
They can't stay
hurt.
Yep.
I was about to say, and injuries.
And the two tackles. If you combine, I did the math, the two tackles that they signed from the Ravens.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers combined age 108.
Yeah, see, both of them were north of 31, 32. I knew that.
That's how you end up getting close to 108.
Yeah, I didn't know that their exact age, but when I saw them, like, wow, you're signing. Okay, offensive line was a problem last year, and one guy's been injured. Like, I don't understand what you're doing. With the Jets, I think has been lost. And I don't dislike Saleh, but I don't love him as much as some other people do. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know anybody
you have to coach your teams up, even on the pro level. Grown-ass men that makes millions and millions of dollars. I get so tired of hearing people when I hear guys or women go, anybody can coach that team. That's bull. No anybody. Because if anybody could, they'd have hired anybody. They hire a specific guy. Andy Reid coaches those guys up. Why you think they can replace a Tyreek Hill? Why you think they can replace so many guys, right? Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, my God, what are they going to do with the Viper position on defense? Tyrann Mathieu was so good. Okay, yeah, but he wants too much money. Bye-bye. We got guys we can coach up. We're not worried about that. The Ravens, why are they always good? The Steelers, why are they always good? Why? Coaching. It matters. You got to be able to coach guys up there. They had enough talent. I like when you go and read down the Jets list, there's some names. There's some guys. There's some dudes.
They have a really good roster.
On that roster, there's some dudes on that roster. That D-line is tremendous. I'm not going to knock the whole team. That D-line is tremendous. But your linebackers got to scrape and make tackles.
Yeah, but it's like that. It's like Robert Saleh said, I'm going to stick with what I'm good at, which is defense, and let you all figure the rest of it out.
Figure out
but
the
problem is, Rob, you're the head coach here, Jack. Like you're in charge of all of it. Not just one side of the ball, but that's the type of we see it much more frequently with offensive-minded head coaches.
Absolutely.
And I just think it's a cop-out. I just think it's late. Like, you're in charge because you're in charge of the whole thing.
He hates that.
I can't stand it. It's like if imagine being a program director and you're only being concerned between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. No. You're still in charge of what happens on the weekends.
Yeah.
Like, it may not be your number one priority, but it should be on the list of priorities.
Yeah.
Right? You can't just outsource. Like, they just outsourced the offense to Aaron Rodgers and Nathaniel Hackett. Good luck. No wonder Zach Wilson had so much struggle. It's like he was not even set up to be in a position to succeed, much less, see if he has the ability to.
Honorable mention, bad team. Let's see what you guys think about this one. Because I don't know where I am on it yet. I haven't done my 118 Uncle VJ's predictions just yet. I just started categorizing everything. I haven't wrote it down yet. The Arizona Cardinals. It's like I feel like they're a 3-level team to me. They can surprise people and be a good team this year. They can kind of push towards the end of the year, need to win the last 3 and only win 2 of them and finish 8 and 9 or something like that. Or they can be really, really bad this year. The Cardinals, there's one of the teams I want to write down, but I'm like, because Kyler Murray is so dynamic.
Yeah.
He can go win games by himself. But does that catch up to you eventually this season for the Cardinals?
I'm on the Cardinals. I think I like the Cardinals this year.
Really? Okay. Pat?
Obviously we'll see how everything plays out,
of course.
but sitting right here right now, I like the Cardinals to surprise some people in the NFC West there. Especially too, I think part of it is the division. Like, I think that the 49ers probably take a step back. I think that the Rams are in a state of flux. A step back is easily imaginable for them, and Somebody's got to win it.
We'll get into that a little later. I got something on the Rams for you guys. Squeaks, what do you think about the Cardinals, man, before we hit the break?
I actually kind of like them. They're very young and upside. It's the Kyler Murray. Like, I need to see a full season with him.
Right,
with him.
And I like the kid. I do. I cheer for him.
But let's see with him with I think it's Rich Gannon or it's Gannon or
not Rich Gannon, Jonathan Gannon.
Jonathan Gannon. Yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah, let's get him.
Don't let it happen again.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Him with his head coach full season. I want to see.